Grayson County High School. It's game number 2 of our doubleheader between the Grayson County Cougars with a record of 12-9 and the 1-21 Whitesville Trinity Raiders. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith back with you. And coming up on In Between the Games, we have to, before any of that, Stephen, I almost forgot my piece of paper. I've been stepping on this piece of paper for the last hour and wasn't sure what it was, but it was my reminder. Like some mustard on there or something? I don't really know what
nacho cheese, maybe?
Yeah, that's real nice. We're going to give away a 2-pack of game tickets to a future game and a $10 concession stand credit to the person, a random person that texts 270-259-6000. They have to text the keyword
homecoming.
Homecoming. So if you text the word homecoming right now to 270-259-6000, you'll be entered to win a 2-pack of game tickets and a $10 concession stand credit. Again, text homecoming to 270-259-6000. The winner will be notified tomorrow morning. We'll have another one after the game as well. We'll take a break. More comes up after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity about ready to roll here this evening. For Whitesville Trinity, 1-21 is their record. They're 0-5 in the 12th district. They will be the 4 seed in this month's 12th district tournament. It's wild to say this month's 12th district tournament. We're 2 weeks from Tuesday. Grayson County will be playing in the 12th district tournament against either Edmondson or Whitesville. That will be the thing. They cannot play Butler in the district tournament based on just statistics alone. The players who need to know for Whitesville Trinity, Hayden Hall is their leading scorer, 12 points, 3.1 rebounds a game. Will Hernandez, 5.4 points. Connor Hatfield at 9. They shoot the three. 40% of their shots this season have come from three-point range. That's been a stat that has pretty much stayed static over these last couple of weeks. This is a team, though, you saw it, Steve, when we played there. They've got some good shooters. If they're making their shots, they can beat you.
Yeah, I think the thing that impressed me the most, Sam, was even though the game was out of hand probably midway through the second quarter or possibly even earlier than that, they never stopped. They kept going. They played hard. They had a couple guys leave the locker room at halftime, participated in the dance, came back and started the second half. So pulling double duty, and they get after it. And I don't exactly know what their record is right now.
1-21.
1-21. So it's not indicative of the level that they played against us. They got after it.
Grayson County's going to be without a couple of key players today. We'll let you know who those are after this. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County Cougars enter with a record of 12-9, 3-1 in the 12th district. Last time out, they defeated McLean County 79-57. Stephen, I don't know if Jack Logston maybe today can actually help out his team. I mean, on Tuesday, only 36-10. I mean, he missed a shot from 2-point range. He was 11 of 12. Can you believe the thought that he would miss a shot?
And then had the audacity to miss a couple free throws last week. I just can't believe it. But no, Jack's got a bright future. Hopefully he continues to improve, continue to get better.
That is Prince Jack.
Excuse me, homecoming 2024 for the basketball, Prince Jack Logston. But no, like I say, he's got a bright future if he continues to get better. And, you'd like to see him be able to beef up and put a few pounds of muscle on, but having a phenomenal freshman season.
If he plays like a Prince, does that mean he needs to pull up a three from the logo like Tayshawn?
Yeah, I mean, a la Caitlin Clark from the logo.
Yeah. Now, we do have some bad news to bring you. Let's bring you that really quick as the Cougars retake the floor. Well, Grayson County is going to be without some players today. Caden Hanshaw has not played since the 5th. Sounds like he's out for the season.
Yeah.
That's a tough loss for Grayson County this year. Brody Armstrong will not play in today's game. I know they're kind of taking it hesitant as to when he actually will return. He will not play today. And Tayden Logston is sick today and will not play. So again, for Grayson County, as it's been for about the last month, no Caden Hanshaw, but also Tayden Logston and Brody Armstrong. And those two alone, Stephen, it's about 23 points. But I think the thing that Grayson County is going to miss the most from all three of those guys is those are his three most physical players.
Yeah, we were talking, I think maybe it was last week, about who's going to step up. Definitely tonight that becomes even a bigger part of this game. Not exactly sure which guys are going to get the bulk of those minutes. And it might be a platoon system where you run more guys in and out. But there's definitely minutes available tonight, and going to have some of the guys that normally come off the bench step up and put up some big numbers tonight.
Jack Logston did everything last time except drive the bus home, and the reason he didn't drive the bus home is because legally he can't. We'll take a break. Bring you the starting lineups after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, The Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm, including the following counties that are fortunately.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity about ready to roll. We'll very quickly give you the lineup for the Cougars, and then we will have Steven's strategies. You know what? We're just going to let Brian Payton do the lineups, and Steven, you're just going to give us your strategies right now.
Number one is something that I've already alluded to a little bit, and that's don't let up. With Whitesville coming in here, nothing would do them any more than upsetting the Cougars tonight. So I say if you're able to build an early lead, you're not going to be able to take your foot off the gas pedal. You got to keep going. The other thing, a little more technical, is I'm going to say we're going to have to limit fouls because some of those players, I know occasionally Jack is prone to getting into early foul trouble. Landon's probably had a couple games where he's gotten into foul trouble. We can't have that tonight. The guys that are normal starters are going to have to stay out on the floor and produce, maybe even take it to the next level, a next step, even what they're used to doing. So that's going to be my two strategies for this game.
Again, Grayson without Taden Logston, Brody Armstrong, Caden Henshaw in this evening's game here in Litchfield. In fact, Caden is walking across the floor right now to join his team. Travis Johnston giving his final conversations as well as we get ready to roll. We're going to turn it over to public address announcer Brian Payton in just one moment.
Between the Trinity Raiders and your Grayson County Cougars. Tonight's starting out is first for the Whitesville Trinity, starting at guard, 5'7" Cougar, number 1, Hayden Hall. At guard, 5'6" Cougar, number 3, Grayson Howard. At forward, 5'9" Cougar, number 22, Will Hernandez. At guard, 5'4" freshman, number 30, Caleb Orman. And at forward, 5'9" junior, number 31, Connor Hatfield. The Raiders are crossed by Nathan West. Grayson County Cougars, starting at guard, 5'11" freshman, number 2, Spencer Langdon. At guard, 5'9" junior, number
Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity about ready to roll here this evening. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you here. Stephen, this should be a great matchup between the 12-9 Cougars. 1-21 Whitesville Trinity, but they're hungry and they're ready to roll.
It's a district game, Sam.
And anybody can win on any given day. Logston to jump for Grayson against Hatfield for Whitesville Trinity. The opening tip is up, and it is controlled by the Raiders, and it goes out of bounds off of Robinson. Is that one? Hatfield, he did that, and he took that thing, and he fired it back.
He did that last week, and they called him on it. He kind of quick-tipped it a little bit there, but the ball was on the way up and got away with it tonight.
Whitesville Trinity going to start with the ball. They work from left to right on the radio dial. Black jerseys, blue numerals, blue T on each side of the pant leg. 1-21. They have lost 16 games in a row. Kobe Martin guarding Hatfield. And give it back up top. Spinning around is Hernandez. The left-handed hook shot is good for Will Hernandez, and the Raiders strike first. They lead 2-0.
It's not something you see every time. I don't know if he is left-handed, but that was kind of an impressive left-handed jump shot there from the second line on the lane.
Cougars without Taden Logston and Brody Armstrong in this game, and also Caden Hanshaw, who's missed the last month. 3 players who would play big minutes out for Grayson in this game. Right side Martin, he'll drive in, making his first career start, and he's too strong. Shot is missed. When you have players out, Steven, I think the start is more important than ever.
Yeah, it is. Kobe did a pretty good job of penetrating right there, but got a little bit too flat and didn't have a very good angle right there on that
bounce
shot.
Pass off to the right side to Hatfield. Back up top, running the point is Branson Howard. To Hernandez, in on Langdon. I'm not sure if he was passing or shooting. Regardless, it goes out of bounds.
May have got a little bit lucky right there. I don't know if Langdon may have got a hand on it.
They're going to talk it. They're going to change the call and say it should stay with Whitesville Trinity.
Yeah, that's probably the right call. Cause
Mike Berry, Chris Haney, and Duncan Kane are going to talk it over.
Nope.
He overpowers. Mike Berry says no.
Spencer looked over to the bench, and he was laughing, so I think he thought he probably touched it too right there, but we'll take it.
Mike Berry says, nope, I didn't see it. I could read his words. And Grayson County's going to get the ball back. They trail 2-0. Minute and a half left here in this first quarter of play. Jack Logston, 3, right side. It's an air ball. Roe Martin saves the ball, but he was out of bounds. Logston coming off of a 36-point performance where he missed shots
Sam,
from the field.
Prince Logston.
Prince Jack. Is it Prince Jack or Prince Logston? Homecoming Prince.
I'm not going to say it anymore.
We've made our one reference. Up the near side of the floor comes All. He drives in on Haycraft, and a foul's called on Haycraft on the floor, team's first.
Looked like a pretty good job right there by Landon to hustle back and get down in front of him, but must have got him there on a little bit of a body check.
About a minute and a half into the game. Pass it off to the right side to Hatfield. Into the corner to Hernandez. Hernandez with the left hand. Gives it to Borman, who drives in on Langdon. Borman at the right block, picks up his dribble. Up top to Hernandez. Hernandez spins, gets it back to that left-handed hook shot, and it rolls in again.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember baseball season. I don't believe Will Hernandez is left-handed.
Yeah, he's went to it twice right there and been successful both times.
Up top, Robinson swings it off right side to Logston. Logston on the drive, off the glass, not there. Tried to rebound his own shot, and it is Whitesville Trinity that comes down with it. 4-0, Raiders on top. Not a good start for the orange and blue to open up in this game. Borman, bounce pass, back up top to Branson Howard, and he walked with it.
Yeah, right call.
He didn't agree.
No,
but he's got to be careful. He kind of gave him the little, right hand thing there, and that's probably where Nathan West, when he watches the film later, will say, hey, don't do that.
Got to limit those kind of things.
Because right official could call that.
They're not going to take much junk off players.
Langdon is fouled on the drive. Let's see who we call this on. It is on Howard. Now he picks up a foul, his first, team's first. 4-0, Whitesville Trinity on top, 5:37 left here in this first quarter of play. Langdon, three, near corner. It is short, rebound Martin. Martin off to Haycraft. Haycraft, he'll pull up the three, right side, missed. Rebound, foul on Martin.
Probably not a big surprise right here, Sam. They may have been playing in this this lineup together during the year some way, but definitely not the starting lineup that we're used to. So not surprised that it's a little bit sloppy for the Cougars here early.
Outlet pass to Hayden All. He drives down the right side, guarded by Robinson, who gets his first career start today, along with the first career start for Kobe Martin. Both those guys have deserved it. They've played really well over these last couple of weeks.
They really have.
Hernandez into the corner. Three by Howard is missed. Rebounded by Jack Logston. I forgot Howard's got a very weird shot.
It's almost a set shot.
Far side, Martin. He'll let the three fly. It is no good. Grayson County misses another shot. Rebound off of Langdon. He saves it in bounds. Fight for it on the floor. Haycraft's got it. Up top to Jack Logston. Kicks it off to Martin. Thought about giving him another shot, and he's called for a walk on that right side.
Yeah, good hustle right there by a couple of the Cougars, but just a little bit, I don't know, out of sorts maybe you would say with the lineup. But you got Gage Napier, who has been a starter for some of the year as well, coming in.
Gage coming off of good performance, 8 points against McLean County. Cutting down the lane, the floater is good by Connor Hatfield. Travis Johnston wants a timeout. Whitesville Trinity leads 6-0. 4:42 left in the first quarter of play. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
Six to 0. Grayson County trails Whitesville Trinity early. Slow start for the Cougs. Stephen, this is also not where you want. When you have a team, you're playing them, lost 16 games in a row, you don't want to give them any semblance of confidence.
No, you don't want to give them any hope whatsoever. Going to have to get a basket here.
Jack Logston at the right side, kicks it off to Napier on the left wing. Napier up top, dribbling with right hand. 4.5 left here in this first quarter of play, 6-0. Whitesville Trinity, Langdon at the rim. Shot is missed. Another miss for Grayson. They're probably about 0-6 from the field.
Yeah, and the shot selection has not been that bad, Sam. They're just not getting to get the bucket.
Orman jump pass far side to Howard. Three in and out. It pops. Rebound bouncing around, and it finally finds the hands of Hayden Robinson. Robinson out and running inside to Jack Logston. Logston tried to spin, lost it. Gains it back up top to Haycraft. Haycraft left all alone from three. He'll let it fly. It is missed again for Grayson. Rebounded by Whitesville Trinity. Up that far side of the floor goes Borman. Borman drives, layup, good. Borman listed on the roster at 4'10", 100 pounds. And that might be being generous.
Yeah, kind of favors, who's the kid on 6? Haley Joe Osment, is that his name? Kind of favors him a little bit.
He does. Jack Logston inside to Haycraft, wide open, layup, good, and he'll go to the line. Fouled by Borman.
Really good no-look pass right there by Jack to find Landon down on the block, wide open, and good job for him.
Haycraft 69.2% from the line. Zach Bratcher, and if Haycraft can put this in, Chase Bonnock will come into the game. Borman will go to the line, his first, team second. I'm sure Nathan West is talking to Cade Borman right now saying, hey, that's a bad foul.
Yeah, it was.
Haycraft makes the free throw, and now we'll leave the game. Chase Bonnock in for him. Bonnock, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Travis Johnston, you heard him talk, I think it was after the Whitesville Trinity game last week, where he mentioned that Chase is one of those guys that is just right there on the edge of getting big minutes in typical varsity games.
Yeah, one of the few times in the matchup that he's going to be taller.
And I'm sure he is loving that.
Yeah.
Chase Bonnock, they have listed on the roster at 5'6", and if he's 5'6", Stephen, I think you might be 7'3".
Yeah, he's...
And Chase is going to pick up a foul, his first, team's third. Chase is probably 5'4". Towering over Borman. Bounce pass in. Logston got his hand in. Howard loses, saves it. Somehow does find it inbounds to All. All up top. He takes the most shots in the team by far for the Raiders. Bounce pass to Hernandez. Stripped. All's got it back. And All runs it down in the corner. 8-3 Whitesville Trinity on top. All up top to Borman. 3 minutes left here in this first quarter of play. Bounce pass to the inside. That left-handed hook shot doesn't fall this time for Hernandez. He keeps going to that left hand. And outlet to Napier, who's all alone. Right side bounce pass inside to Bratcher. Bratcher back up top to Jack. Jack Logston on the drive. Kicks it far side. Napier, he's going to let it fly this time.
Good.
Got it!
Really good shot right there. It was from the angle I was looking at it. Got a good picture of his feet, and he kept his feet really balanced and knocked it down.
Jump pass on the inside to Hernandez. He tried to spin back to that left hand. Cutting down the lane and walking with it. Sliding that foot was Branson Howard.
Again, showing a little bit of aggravation right there. Kind of flipped the ball away a little bit. So
something to keep an eye on.
It is.
And the coaching staff, that's probably an assistant coach's job as well to say, hey, might want to give him a breather. Bonnock on the left side. Borman guards him. Off to the right side to Langdon. He curls in the lane. He's bumped. Shots up and good. And he'll go to the line.
Friendly bounce right there for Spencer. But yeah, you look up and you see we've already been able to tie the game. So this is the time when you really want to drive it home.
Ian Roby was called for the foul. Is into the game rather. Foul was called on Hatfield, his first. Langdon to the line to try and convert 62%. Percentage has gotten better over these last couple of weeks, and he misses that free throw. 8-8, 2:10 left in the first quarter of play. Grayson County playing without two starters in today's contest. And a legal screen called up top on, I think they're going to whistle this on Roby, and it is. His first, team's fourth.
I don't know about you, Sam, but Coach Nathan West looked like he could pull off that top and have a jersey under there and get in the game himself.
Listen, Coach West, I would love to see a Coach West versus Travis Johnston game.
Good
Backdoor
pass.
cut, basket good. Jack Logston on the inside. I don't know where Coach West played. I don't know if he played at Trinity or not, but probably every bit of 6'6".
Yeah, pretty good, kind of lanky. And
ball fake for All in on Napier. Fake the drive, gives it back out. That is Jacob Howard, and he is kind of reaching foul on Chase Bonnock. And Chase is in foul trouble. No, it is on Jack.
Yeah.
His first, team's fourth.
His first, team's fourth.
To trigger will be Will Hernandez. They'll give it up top. 10-8, Grayson County on top. A 10-0 run for the Cougars after they trailed early on in this game. Missing two starters. Hernandez, offensive foul. Absolutely.
Yeah.
His first, team's fifth. Mike Berry right there on top of it. Nathan West strolls over to the scorebook looking for a little bit more. And I think if you're Grayson, you've withstood a bad start. You're up 2. You can try going a little 4-0 run, bring this to up 6 at the end of the one, you're probably feeling pretty good.
Yeah, again, the lineup, not what we're used to.
Bratcher, 3 near corner, in and out it pops. Rebound on the floor by Whitesville Trinity. An outlet pass is taken away by Bratcher, but he loses it out of bounds. It goes diving into the cheerleaders.
Yeah, he was concentrating on getting back on defense right there, and really you can't fault him on that for not finding the ball, but then did a good job to hustle and try to jump
Jack
after
Logston out. Hayden Robinson in for him. Chase Bonnock out. Kobe Martin in for him. Scanning once, scanning twice, scanning a third time. They'll do a bounce pass to All. Immediately, Napier had a hand in his face. 10-8, Grayson County on top. Left wing Hernandez. He goes to the right hand this time and kicks it in the near corner to Jacob Howard. Jacob Howard is bumped. And a foul called. Give it to Martin? They are.
Yep.
That's his second. Team's fifth. Into the line will be Jacob Howard. 1 of 2 from the stripe on the season, and he's now 1 of 3 as he misses that first one.
Yeah, this is exactly what we were not wanting to see, Sam, is the fouls are starting to mount up a little bit here for the Cougars. Hopefully they'll be able to settle in and not get any more here before halftime.
Harrison Barnett in, Cale Borman in for Whitesville Trinity. Jacob Howard, second one, no good, misses them both. Landon Haycraft fighting with his teammate Gage Napier, and Lando says, nah, that one's mine, Gage. You can get the next one.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that is a pitcher and his catcher.
Okay.
And the pitcher was smart and let the catcher get the rebound. You want to have that guy on your side.
Absolutely.
Langdon off balance, layup good on the inside. The little floater drops for Spencer. 12-8, 25 seconds left here in this first quarter of play. Handoff pass, curling around, driving in, off balance shot missed by Barnett. But he's going to have 2 free throws. Spencer Langdon, his first.
Really credit to Trinity right there, doing exactly what you ought to do is take it in and try to draw the foul. Pretty good drive right there, going to the free throw line.
53.6%. First one is missed by Harrison Barnett. He'll have one more coming. And it is good. 12-9, 15 seconds left here in this first half, first quarter of play. Be Langdon to break the timeline across the near side of the floor. Langdon on the drive, gets around the defender, layup good, great take by Langdon with 5 seconds and counting. Whitesville Trinity might not even get the ball in. They get it in with 1 second and they're not going to get a shot off. The end of the first quarter of play, Grayson County leads 14-9. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
14-9, Grayson County has the lead against Whitesville Trinity as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. Stephen Warren Central girls did end up beating Bowling Green earlier today.
Wow.
It's their first win. I think I read a stat, and I very well could be wrong. And I should just pull it up here as we're talking. I have a couple of seconds. Did I see its first? It was first win against the Lady Purples for Warren Central in a long time.
Yeah, almost makes you wonder if Bowling Green possibly had some players out or.
I don't know, but Grayson County, a week from Saturday, we'll see in girls basketball that Warren Central team who is obviously feeling quite good. It's first time since 2007.
Wow.
That's a long time for a team that plays at least twice a season.
15 years.
Spencer Langdon, jump pass off to the left side, 17 years.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, none of those players that probably played were even alive. Flip shot by Langdon is missed. And we're back underway here. About 30 seconds into the second quarter of play. It's 14-9. Edmonson County girls did win today. I was looking to see if I could get an update. I know it is, I think it's homecoming down at Edmonton or Hall of Fame night.
Yeah.
We have a foul called on Grayson. Did you see who that foul was on?
It was on Hayden.
Hayden Robinson, his first. And 5 seconds. Like a quick 5.
Yeah, it did seem like a quick 5. If you're Coach Johnson right now, you look up at the scoreboard, you're up 5 after a pretty bad start. You got to be ready to get this thing rolling.
Nathan West wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. 14-9, Cougs on top. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Connection builds community.
Grayson County 14-19. They lead Whitesville Trinity in this contest. Sam and Steven back here with you from the Cougar Den. I know they were complaining that it was a little chilly in here earlier, but I think it feels pretty good now once the people have filed in.
Yeah, pretty good crowd again tonight. Obviously, homecoming is going to bring out a few people maybe that don't ordinarily come, but pretty good crowd for the Cougars tonight.
Hopefully even bigger, too, on Monday against Butler County. Left wing Langdon into the corner to Robinson. Langdon's got it back on the left side. He thought about that three. Now drives and kicks to Robinson. 1 minute into the second quarter of play. It is 14-9, Grayson County on top. Zach Bratcher lets the three fly. It is a little too strong, and Borman gets the rebound for the Raiders. Borman up the near side of the floor. Spins around, has it poked away, out of bounds off of Bratcher, and I think that's the right call. Good call by the official, Chris Haney.
Yeah, the bench was hollering to go the other direction, but they really didn't fuss too bad about it when he called the ball to stay.
Be Hernandez to trigger. Gets into the backcourt to Borman. Borman with the left hand. Now gets a screen and spins back to the right side, right up in between the circles. Into the corner to All, guarded by Haycraft, 5-point lead. All drives in, pulls up for about 7 on the baseline. It's missed, and we're going to have a jump ball on the rebound. The arrow will stay with the Raiders.
You know, I have to say, Sam, I'm really impressed by Cole Borman right now. Obviously, smallest guy on the court, but he's used to that. He's showing some grit, handles the ball really well.
Inside shot. What's the call?
He showed a push on Bratcher. I was looking.
So is it an offensive foul? Zach Bratcher's called for a foul. His first, team second. I think that Whitesville Trinity's bench is trying to plead the case that it was a shooting foul. They're going to call it on the floor, though.
No basket. I don't think Travis Johnston likes it very much. He's giving it to this other ref pretty good.
Duncan Kane. They're going to run the same play again, and it's missed on the inside by Hatfield. Said if it had worked once, let's try it again.
Yeah, right.
Up top to Langdon, deep on the right side into Napier, flips it off to Haycraft, three far side, no good. Rebound, Jack Logston amongst the trees into Haycraft, layup, good.
Good job right there by Jack getting the offensive rebound and Landon sticking with it, getting the bucket on the other side.
Cougs up by 7. This is now a 16-1 run for the orange and blue after falling behind early to the Raiders. Bounce pass inside to Hatfield. The double team comes. Now they're going to back off into a man-to-man defense for the orange and blue. All deep three, left side, good.
From Millerstown.
Pretty close.
Pretty deep right there.
Right side, Langdon up top to Napier. Spins around and fires off to the left side to Robinson. It's deflected out of bounds, and it is going to go towards Whitesville Trinity. Robinson went diving. I think it was tapped at first by Hatfield and then Robinson, so Robinson had to make a play.
Yeah, Hatfield looks like he went to tip it and it hit off Robinson's leg right there. Pretty good call. And Hayden knew it was coming off him because, like you said, he jumped really hard to get after that one. John Paul Payne, number 25 for Trinity, coming in for his first action tonight.
J.P. Payne, 20 games, 3.4 points, 3.4 rebounds per contest. Borman on the left side, kicks it to the far corner. Driving in, up top now to Hernandez. And they're going to reset up the offense to All. All off the screen, the double team comes. The floater inside the lane, missed by Hatfield. Rebound out of bounds off of...
That off White.
Did he? Okay, I was going to say, he doesn't use a... Again, if you're official watching, don't use an audio symbol. We cannot hear you. Point. It's thrown to the backcourt. Borman will run it down there. 5:15 left in the first half. Grayson County on top, 16-12 against Whitesville Trinity. Borman into the corner. Inside pass, deflected, loose ball into the Grayson County bench. It is Cougar ball.
Seeing much of the same from the Raiders tonight. They're continuing on both ends of the floor. They cut really hard. on offense and then play pretty scrappy on defense as well.
They play hard.
They know that we've got starters out as well, so they feel it's an opportunity to them to slip in and get one here.
Haycraft on the drive, loses the ball, it's out of bounds, and it's going to head back towards the Raiders. I don't know the word to describe this first half. Lethargic?
Yeah.
Lackadaisical? I know Travis Johnston likes that one.
Yeah, kind of not really, I wouldn't necessarily call it sloppy, but.
Hernandez, the spin to the left side. He goes back to that left hand. He's got 6 points and lays it in. It's a 2-point game now. It's 16-14. Inside to Robinson, who cuts down the lane. Layup, no good, but he's going to go to the line.
Good pass by Spencer right there, and those are the ones I think Hayden would be quick to tell you he's got to put those in and be able to go to the line for a 3-point play right there. But hopefully
Robinson 1 of 3 from the stripe.
Put in both the free throws.
First one, good for Hayden. Hayden is the son of Superintendent Doug Robinson, who is in his normal perch over to our right. At least I think he is.
Yeah,
yes, he is. I see him over there.
Yep.
And second free throw missed by Robinson. Rebound, though, out of bounds off of Whitesville Trinity. It's going to stay with the Cougars underneath.
I didn't think he was going to give you a hand motion there, Sam.
It took him a minute.
He finally did.
My broadcasting pet peeve. I got a couple of them. How to grind my gears. Inside to the left block. Robinson's shot is short. Rebounded on the floor by the Raiders. Outlet pass up to the near side. Swinging around is Will Hernandez. He has 6 points in the game, all of them with the left hand. Borman left alone. Goes around, loses the ball. It's run down in the corner by All. He will shoot it, but instead he'll give it inside. Fire pass off to the right side, and shot is missed on the floor by Payne. And a foul is called on Borman, his second.
You know, Sam, just looking, and obviously he's out tonight, and we don't have him available, but some of those interior baskets that we've been missing, those are the ones that Brody Armstrong usually puts in, and that's really beginning to stick out to me that he's not in there to finish like he normally does.
Big loss for Grayson County. And also Tayton as well.
Yeah.
Ball fake for Hayden Robinson. Kicks it off to the far side. Jack Logston, 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound on the floor. Foul called on Haycraft. That'll be his second.
Yeah, it's the right call, but a tough call for Landon right there because he was just going for the ball. But it looked like number 31, Hatfield's face ran into his hand, and they're probably going to call that every time.
Those darn faces.
Yeah.
17-14, Grayson leads by 3. 3:40 left in the game. Throwing away. Loose ball. Haycraft's got it. Into the middle to Napier, who bobbles the pass. Feeds it to Langdon. Driving down the near baseline. Spinning. Flipping to Napier. Off the side. Basket good.
Really good play right there by Napier. He was able to absorb the contact and still able to finish.
19-14. Over the far side, the double team comes in on Howard. Into the far corner. That is Payne. Flips it off on the inside to Hernandez. Hernandez spins. The double team comes. The double team comes again, and Jack Logston just pokes it in there. Now he looks like a baseball pitcher. Passes down to Langdon off the right side. Basket good. Jack is a pitcher as well, and he shows off there.
A little bit better defensive intensity on that last trip.
Nice move in transition. Jack Logston defends and blocks. An outlet pass to Robinson. Robinson down the right side.
Job.
Basket good. The Cougs are off and running, and Nathan West wants a timeout. 23-14, and you're immediately, Stephen, that energy is leading to points.
Yeah, and like we talked about, it seemed like it started a couple possessions ago down here on the defensive end. They really got after it. We're cutting into lanes and doing a really good job, and then you have 2 run-out layups after that. So that defensive intensity turns into 4 quick points for the Cougars.
End of the first quarter, score update, Butler County leads Edmondson 28-12.
No surprise there.
If you were Grayson County, you were listen, and I say this, I know this is going to sound weird. You're cheering for Edmondson in that game.
Yeah.
Because then that would set up Monday that the winner gets the 1 seed that would face this Whitesville Trinity team. If that record holds and Grayson still wins on Monday, you'd go into a tie and it would go to RPI. Now, if the season ended today, Butler County's RPI is still a little bit better. But, hey, there's still 2 weeks left in the regular season. You never know what could change with that. But, Steven, I'm going to be honest with you. I hope we don't get into an RPI situation because that's a lot of math, and I'm going to feel like I have to build a spreadsheet for it, but that's That's a lot of math. Hernandez blocked by Logston on the inside. Access denied. Napier off and running. He is walk.
Yeah, that's a tough call too by Hatfield right there. The ball kind of fell in his hands, and before he could take a dribble, he did walk with it. It was definitely the right call, but just a tough break for him.
23-14. Grayson County leads. 2:34 left in the first half.
That block kind of got the student section involved a little bit. Maybe we'll get a little bit more contribution from them.
Jack Logston, near side from about 10 feet away. He bodies up with the right hand. Too strong. Rebound tapped off. Run down. Foul called on Haycraft on the far side. That's a bad call, Steve.
Yeah, it just seems like a lot of those loose foul falls are going against the Cougars right now. Hopefully we'll be able to flip the script on that.
That is his third, too. And Chase Bonnock will come into the game for him. That's a tough one.
Yeah, and what stinks about that is you're going to get 100% from Landon every time he's out there.
We got 2-on-2 zone here for Grayson, I think, at least. Maybe it shifts in. No, it is a zone of some sorts. Up top to all on the drive. They almost have to go zone with how much foul trouble they're in, and there is a walk on the far side called on Howard. And he'd been upset about a couple of the walks earlier, but he knew he did that one.
Yeah, and possibly the assistant coaches may have said something to him there because he just turned around and started walking off the court. So credit to him for getting his emotions in check.
And he's talking right now with Nathan West, his head coach.
Good job of coaching right there.
He's telling him, hey, this is why we took you out.
Yep.
This is what you need to do better next time. And a foul called in the backcourt on All. It's his first.
Again, Sam, probably the right call right there, but I think if you're the coach, you're asking, what are you doing? He's 50 feet from the basket. Spencer's a good shooter, but I don't think he's going to pull it up beyond the volleyball line.
You never know.
Yeah.
Langdon curling through, especially when he can do that.
But he can hit it from there.
He weaving through. He moves into double figures with 10 points. Napier gets his hand in on the pass. Gage is really good at deflecting those passes at the top of that zone. Driving in off the right side. Jack might have gotten a hand on it to block another one. That's 3 blocks for Jack Logston. Outlet to Robinson. Robinson outlet far side to Langdon. Langdon lets the defender go by. Curling through again. Bounce pass to Jack. 18 left side. Bottom of the net. 27-14, 1:23 left in the first half, and I think that's one thing. You just saw Nathan West. He held up both hands and said, let's slow down. Yep. Grayson County wants to run. Whitesville Trinity wants to slow. The Raiders have controlled the tempo for the first half.
Yeah, they sure have.
Except for the last about 3 minutes. 3 far side in for the Raiders on that far side by Barnett.
Pretty good contest by Hayden that time, but guy knocked down the shot.
Pass deflected. Langdon runs it down and then flings it off to Napier. Jack Logston, 3 left side. It is short. Rebound on the floor. Loose one. And timeout, Whitesville Trinity. With 51 seconds left in the first half of play. And I don't know that's one necessarily Nathan West wanted to take, but he does anyways. We invite you to join us tomorrow as the Cougars and Lady Cougars will be on the road in Harned, as Nelson County will be the Lady Cougars opponent at 2 o'clock. The Cougar boys will face the host Tigers at 3:30. Stephen, I know you won't be with you. You'll be with us in spirit, but I'm sure you'll be with us watching as well.
Yeah, again, for those that maybe didn't hear earlier, be celebrating a close friend of mine, Kerry Johnson's 40th birthday tomorrow. So might be able to go somewhere and get a big steak or maybe a lobster tail or something like that tomorrow.
See,
I'd love to be with you, but
here's what I'm saying is, could you not just bring us the steak and we could have eaten and done it that way?
Well,
I love that our director, Trey Cook, is nodding like he's going to be working tomorrow. He's off tomorrow, so it's...
Well, Sam, I looked over the menu of the restaurant that we're going to, and it's going to be hard on me to pay for 2 of those steaks, so I don't think I'm going to be bringing any of them to you.
After all we've done.
And this... I mean, the benefits are fantastic, but the paycheck's not so great here on K105.
Did you get benefits? Interesting.
Yeah, they told us we'd get a free drink.
Oh, yes, they did.
Stand.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if you got passed along that message. We were supposed to tell that to you earlier. As it's out of the timeout, 45 seconds left in the first half of play. Grayson County is going with a swarming defense, and it leads to a steal. Robinson up that far side on the right wing. Up top to Langdon in between the circles. Deep three, top side, no good. Off to the left in the rebound. Saved in by Whitesville Trinity. I'm sure that's one of those next time. Just let it go out of bounds.
Yeah, I think I probably would have let that one go, Sam.
Last thing you want to do is drop that and give Grayson County a free possession. Weaving through the lane, little flip shot, good. Driving in, Barnett. He's got 6 points. And Travis Johnston probably will hold for the final shot, up 8, 27-19, 10 seconds left in the first half. Langdon on the drive. He curls to that right side, gets the right hand. Basket good by Langdon on the inside. 3 seconds and counting. It is all up the near side, all from beyond half court. It is well short. The end of the first half of play, Grayson County leads Whitesville Trinity 29-19. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
I'm not here to fire you up. If you're not already fired up, you shouldn't be in this room. If this victory isn't worth all you have to give, then leave. But now, right now is your chance to be a part of a victory the world will remember forever. Victory over cancer. This victory isn't just happening. It isn't inevitable.
What does hope mean?
Now is our time, your time. You may save someone you love.
Time is very precious.
Today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. A victory that is there for the taking. Grab it. How was that?
Now that was a great halftime speech. Let's go win.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Spencer Langdon leads the way with 12 points at the half. Cougars overcome a rough start. They lead 29-19 at the half against Whitesville Trinity. And Stephen, I think I'd be interested to see how Travis Johnston feels at the half.
Well, if you look back to the way we came out, pretty flat, I think being able to pull out a 10-point lead here at halftime, I think he would be pleased. But also, in the back of his mind, it's like, if we would have played like we should have in the first quarter, maybe that 20-point lead or that 10-point lead is 15 or 20. So you want to be happy, but you're also thinking, we should be doing a little bit better than we are.
Grayson County leads 29-19 at the half. Coming up on the halftime show, run down the scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and get you ready for the second half. Cougs up by 10. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield?
No,
Look no
so I'm
further
sitting
than
there
Future
right
Designs
before the
Building
game.
Materials. The Builder's
And
Choice on Quarry
I
Road
looked
has
up and he
everything
points at
you
me.
need to build your dream home.
And I'm
Jim
like,
writes,
hey.
I'm so glad
And
I
he
came
has,
to Future Designs for my
you
new
know,
roof.
he's always
The staff was so
chomping on
helpful
some
and
gum.
knowledgeable, and they
He
made
takes
sure I
the
got the
gum
right
rack and throws
materials
it.
for my needs. Thanks, Jim.
pissed?
Future
No, I
Designs is
think he
more
was-
than
I
just a
think it was
building
more like a
materials store.
teasing,
Future
like he was
Designs Building
laughing.
Materials on Quarry
But it
Road
was
in
more like
Litchfield.
us, 'cause
FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease.
After break, I thought we were about to have.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Those in the following counties, therefore, should seek.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
First for the Raiders of Whitesville Trinity, 6 for Will Hernandez, 6 for Harrison Barnett, 3 for Hayden All, 2 each for Cale Borman and for Connor Hatfield. For Grayson County, 12 for Spencer Langdon, 5 for Gage Napier and Landon Haycraft, 4 for Jack Logston, 3 for Hayden Robinson. Stephen, in about 15 seconds, your key to the second half.
I think it's coming out better. Again, we've talked about several times, the lineup is not probably what you're used to. But that's no excuse. You got to get your foot on the gas here for the next, say, 5 to 8 minutes and hold it there and put this game away as quick as
Cougs
possible.
up 10 at the half. Second half's next on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. 29-19, Grayson County leads Whitesville Trinity as we get ready to start the second half of play. Sam and Steven back with you.
Looks like we got the start. No, Gage is starting the second half over Landon Haycraft,
who has 3 fouls. That's probably the reason. Probably nothing that Landon did, I guess, other than pick up 3 fouls.
Yeah.
Martin up top, he had 2 early fouls. Grayson County dealt with a lot of foul trouble, but weirdly enough, did better when they had foul trouble.
Yeah.
Jack Logston, ball fake, crosses it to Robinson, fires off right side. Martin, catch and shoot 3. Good for Kobe Martin, his first points of the game.
Yeah, good confidence booster for him right there, seeing the ball go through the basket.
Up the far side goes Borman. Outlet to Howard. Howard doesn't seem very confident after being called for 3 or 4 walks in this game. Bounce pass into Hernandez. He spins back to that left hand and finally misses from there. Hatfield somehow gets the rebound. Fires it out to Borman. Borman off the left side to all. 3, no good off the back of the iron. Borman gets the rebound, puts it right back up, and it's missed. Finally, Jack Logston gets the rebound, fires off the pass, and outlet to Martin. Martin down the left side. The layup, too strong. Rebounded by Whitesville Trinity. An outlet pass to All. All thought about driving in on Jack Logston. Smartly gives it off to Hatfield. Hatfield up top to Howard. Swings it off left side to Borman. About a minute into the game. Hot pace to start, and a 3 by All at the top side. His second 3 of the game.
Yeah, caught that in rhythm. Pretty good looking shot right there.
32-22. Grayson County up by 10. Spencer Langdon 12 points in the first half. In the first half of play, and ball goes flying in. Did it hit a band member?
Band member looked like they're taking a concession break, but that would have been right in the area where the flautist was.
It's the 4th time we've said flautist today. We're not getting paid by the flout. Inside, Jack Logston, wide open shot, good. Great inbound play. Logston's got 6 points. Grayson County on top by 12. Borman might have been fouled by Martin. No whistle. Borman bounce pass, cutting down the lane. Hatfield basket, good.
Raiders are matching the intensity that we're putting up right now.
And I'm sure Nathan West does not really want that level of playing quick, and a walk is going to be called on Martin. Immediately, Zach Bratcher is going to come off the bench. Kobe Martin might be trying just to do a little too much right now. And that's tough to find that balance when you have a player out. You're trying to do more, but there is that line of...
I think the key word you said right there, Sam, is balance. You want to stay within yourself, not try to do too much.
You is who you is.
Yeah, good point.
Left side, Howard. Guarded by Logston. Into Hernandez. Spins back to that left hand. The flip shot does not go. Rebounded by Jack Logston. You can tell he had his eyes up and he was looking to pass. Langdon, 3, right side in transition, too strong. Bratcher with a rebound on that left side. Up top to Logston. Logston thought about the step back. Now will drive in. Spin move. Free throw line. The roll is there for Jack. He's got 8. Grayson County now coming out in zone full court pressure. Bounce pass, cutting down the lane is Hatfield in on Logston. Shots missed. Outlet pass immediately goes to Langdon. Langdon drives in, flip shot, good. He had Bratcher running with him. Pass it into Borman. Guarded by Bratcher. Borman, the double team comes, deflected, picked up by All. All up the near side. Off to Howard. Into Hernandez. Layup, good, and he's fouled by Logston.
That's the benefit right there, Sam, of running the floor. Sometimes when you get somebody else that's sleeping a little bit, not running as fast as you are, you end up getting open buckets like that.
Hernandez to try and convert on the end one. 50% from the season. First and last is missed off to the left. Logston with a rebound for Grayson County. Jack angles back towards the far side, spinning around. Jumps off to the right wing to Langdon. Langdon in the corner to Bratcher. Bratcher loses. Borman rips, and I think we're going to have a jump ball, and the arrow will head towards the Raiders.
Again, credit to Borman right there for just getting after it.
Loop it in to Hatfield. Hatfield with the right hand. Bounce pass to Hernandez. Hernandez up the far side of the floor, drives in, kicks it off to all three. Took a long time to get that shot off, and he misses it. Napier with a rebound, loops it off to Logston. Logston angles back towards the far side, pulls up for the left elbow. The roll's not there this time. Howard gets the rebound for the Raiders. Took all a long time to gather and shoot on that last shot. Borman drives down the left lane. Up top to All. Guarded by Napier. All on the drive off the glass. Basket good for Hayden All. He's got 8 points.
Pretty good move right there for All. A little bit of a hesitation and then drove and got the layup.
Raiders staying in it. Three far side by Robinson. It is shorts. Hernandez with a rebound. An outlet to Borman. Borman angles back towards the far side of the floor. Spins all the way around. Tried to give a bounce pass, and it does end up finding Howard. Howard wasn't ready for it, but was able to recover and grab it. Right side Borman. Curls around, does Borman, guarded by Logston. About a 1.5 foot difference between those two. Inside roll, Hernandez can't get it. Jump ball, arrow to Grayson. Will Hernandez a little slow to get up after that play. Daryl Meredith, assistant coach, he's getting up. He's telling Jack Logston to get in there and rebound.
Don't usually hear a lot from Daryl, but when he does,
listen, the man
it's
has
loud
been
enough
on the
where you
bench.
can hear it.
I'll never forget, game probably 4, 5, 6 years ago. He got a technical for spiking his towel on the ground. Grayson County throws the ball away on the inbounds. Borman spins, tried to get it to a cutting player. Loose ball. Somehow it's found in the hands of Hernandez, who misses the flip shot. Kobe Martin has the rebound for Grayson County. Outlet, left wing Robinson. Flips it off into the corner to Napier. Up top to Robinson.
One more.
Right side to Martin. Into the corner to Bratcher. Deep three near side. Too strong. Rebound. Whitesville Trinity. Cougars allowing them to stay in the game. It's 38-28. Borman with the right hand. We're going to have a legal screen called on Will Hernandez. He stuck the hip out.
Yeah, I turned it. I saw him turn and look at his coach and say I didn't hit him. And I don't know if he hit him or not, but it was definitely the right call.
Nathan Hernandez wants a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 3:33 to go. This is a 10-point Grayson County lead. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor
has the lead against Whitesville Trinity in this game. Nathan West wants that full timeout. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith back here with you. I can say we invite you. I mean, Stephen, you won't be here, but tomorrow we'll be at Harned. Well, I guess I won't be here tomorrow either. I'll be in Harned. Doubleheader. That'll be on the Moose, though. So if you want to listen on the radio, you got to listen to that on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. You can also download the WMTL app. Since during the daytime, you can also listen on 870 AM as well tomorrow.
Looked like the girls going over to Breckenridge County had shirts on that said "Pray for Chad." We certainly want to remember Coach Chad Mormon that is currently undertaking some cancer treatment. So our prayers go out to him and his family tonight, and looking forward to hearing good things about his recovery.
Kobe Martin in between the circles for Grayson County out of the timeouts. Guarded by Borman. Martin over to that left side, flips it off to Jack Logston at the left elbow. Logston cuts down inside to Haycraft, who then steps out of bounds. Or is it a foul? Foul called on Jacob Howard, his first, team's third.
Would have been good if we got a no call because Bratcher on the other side knocked down a three.
Inside to Martin on the right block, and player falls down. That'll be a blocking foul, and that's a good call. He was well underneath of him. Nathan West is upset, but I think that was a good call. And Borman is going to pick up the foul. That's his third. If anything else, Steven, probably one of those that you're getting punished for a flop.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a flop on that one.
Into Haycraft. To the right side to Martin. Spins around. Not a good pass. Taken away by the Raiders. Cougars started off this half looking normal, and now they've gone back to their sloppy selves.
Yeah, kind of like what the first quarter looked like as well.
Borman spins. Handoff pass into that far corner. Cougars picking up some defensive pressure, and foul on the floor called on Bratcher. That is his second.
Sam, we talked about it in the pregame. These Raiders are not going to give up. They're not going to lay down. They're not going to let you walk all over them. They're going to keep playing and keep playing hard, so we got to match that intensity.
And you can do that on the defense end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big rebound, block shot, just a stop. All. Drives down the left side, pulls up from 18 in the near side. It is missed. Robinson with the rebound for Grayson County. Cougs are out and running. Robinson up that far side of the floor, loses the dribble, flips it off to Bratcher, up top to Martin. Three, left side, good! Kobe Martin hits the three. Delay a game is called on Grayson County. Travis Johnston was on the floor when that happened. He was none too thrilled. Spencer Langdon will come in. I didn't see who technically was guilty. What delay a game means, too, is that the ball was not given back to the official. It was kicked somewhere. Obviously, the most famous delay of game goes to one Dylan Horn. And Dylan, I hope you're watching. That game didn't end up your way, but I still laugh about that sometimes. Inside, a walk is going to be called because, Steven, I know you were watching, I think, when that happened. I looked down at my notes for that time, and all of a sudden I just saw the ball up in the upper deck, and I didn't see he was the one that threw it. And I
was not watching.
You were not, but you've seen the replay.
But saw the replay, and comical at the least.
He said, "Coach, you told me to get rid of the ball."
Yeah.
Langdon spins, jump pass to Martin, who cuts down the lane, and a foul's called.
Picking it up.
On 21, Barnett.
Cougars seem to be picking it up the last couple possessions. Kobe Martin hit that three on the far side the last time down. Looks like we're getting into a little bit better of a rhythm right now on the offensive end, so hopefully that will bode well for us.
53.8% for Kobe Martin, shooting two. First one, no good.
I think if you're the coach right now, you look at Kobe, and I don't know how he shoots, but no legs at all on that one.
Takes a long time to recalibrate. That one's good.
Been his legs better that time.
7 points for Kobe. 42-28. Grayson County now picking up some full court pressure, which worked really well when they could set it up in the first half of play. All up top, loses it. Hatfield fires on the inside to Hernandez, trying to get back to that left hand. Instead, he goes to the right, and he can use both hands. Basket good by Hernandez. He's got 10 for the game. Langdon up the far side. Grayson County up by 12 in this game. 1:45 left in the third quarter. Down inside to Haycraft, and he's fouled by Hernandez, I believe is going to be the guilty party. Official Mike Berry trots his way over to let us know. No, it is on Jacob Howard, his second. And Landon Haycraft will go to the line.
If we were able to go back and look at that possession, Sam, several crisp passes. They moved the ball really well, and then were able to draw the foul.
Haycraft misses the first one short. Gage Napier in. Jack Logston going to get a breather.
Wife of the year right now, Sam. My wife
really?
Just texts me and says, we're going to go ahead and go on home. Going to get something to eat. Do you want us to get you something?
I'm sure she's listening right now in the car. Second free throw is good. All weaving through. Driving in on Robinson. Basket is no good, but he's going to be fouled. 2 shots coming. His second. Team's third, and it'll be Hayden All to the stripe. 56.8%. All 227 average, 9 RBIs on the baseball team. He also pitched 4 games. He's got 2 free throws coming. First one, good. I do appreciate, too, that she asked if you wanted anything and not your son, who's working.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He hasn't been paying attention at times, but he was clearly paying attention when I mentioned that.
Yeah, that one, that head snapped up here real quick.
43-32, Grayson County leads Whitesville Trinity. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Martin, spin move. Drives down that left side. He is fouled by, I think they're going to give this to Howard. 0. It is.
Yeah.
That's his third. 2 shots coming for Kobe Martin. Let's see how he does. You know, in that last trip to the line, he had 1 free throw that didn't look good, another free throw that was perfect.
Yep.
Which fits shooting about 54% from the free throw line this year. Little too strong.
Yeah, for me, Sam, like I said on the last one, getting a good knee bend and going up and releasing it. That time he did use his legs, but was a little bit strong.
I'm a firm believer, too, that anybody can become a good free throw shooter. You just got to work at it.
Yep, you do.
You look at Hunter Toms for Grayson County. His freshman year, he was about 30%. His senior year, he was about 75%.
Yeah. Got to be willing to put in the work.
Napier's going to be called for a foul up top. Could be his first, team's 4th. Going to stay on the floor.
Yeah, that's another one of those, Sam, right there. Not the best foul because you got to think about where you're at on the floor.
Looking for help. I'll give it into Hernandez with 1:18 left in the third quarter. Grayson County up 44-32 against Whitesville Trinity. Cougars looking to win their 3rd straight game.
Oh.
All walks with it. And is he okay?
Nah, it looks like he twisted an ankle a little bit right there.
It looks like he's okay. Knowing the little bit I know about Hayden All, not taking him out of this game.
He's looking at the bench and just shook his head no, so I think they're going to leave him in. Probably keep a close eye on him, but.
Because for them to, I mean, you're looking ahead for the Raiders. They'll play again tomorrow. They'll travel to Apollo. They got Hancock County at home next week. They got plenty coming. Plenty to play for. Off the screen, Langdon 3 right side. It's an air ball. Napier saves the ball in bounds, and it ends up hitting off of a Whitesville Trinity player. It almost went in the basket.
Yeah.
Raiders have it, though, coming the other way. Hernandez in between the circles, curls around in on Haycraft. Just bodies down on the drive. He tries to split defenders. Haycraft has the ball in his hands, but according to the official, Chris Haney, he has the ball because of a foul. His 4th. A lot of fouls here in this third quarter.
All still a little bit gimpy here at half court right now.
Hernandez misses the free throw. Hernandez's older brother Nathan playing college basketball at Ave Maria University, which is down in Florida. He has the hard task of living in southern Florida.
Man, bless his heart, especially this time of year.
Although it feels nice out here in Kentucky today. Probably not as good as it does down there at Ave Maria. Jack Logston, Bryson Lambert into the game for Grayson. Second free throw missed. Logston's got the rebound for Grayson County. An outlet pass to Martin, deep on that left wing. Bryson Lambert into the game. He's all alone from 3. Pocket pick, though, of Martin. Fast break layup. Good. Driving in and making that was Hatfield. A little sloppy for Grayson. 10-point game now. 25 seconds left in the third quarter.
I don't know if they've got much of a scouting report on Lambert, but I know he's in there for one reason.
Shoot.
Yep.
Grayson County has scored 70-plus in 4 straight games for the first time since February 1999 when they did it 5 straight times. It's very much in danger here. Logston down the right side, kicks to Lambert. 3 near side is short. Rebounded by Whitesville Trinity. They throw it from 3/4 court at the buzzer, and it is no good. The end of the third quarter of play. Grayson County has a 10-point lead against Whitesville Trinity. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looks scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected?
Here we go!
Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
44-34 as Stephen Smith brings us back with quite an evil laugh, and I do appreciate that.
a little bit menacing.
Try to see if we can't bring you a score update of Edmondson and Butler as we look through. As I do a quick scroll through and do not see one. Owensboro Catholic defeats Ohio County by 5 in boys basketball. And the last update that I had was halftime, Butler up 18 on Edmondson. 44-34. I think if you're Grayson here, Whitesville Trinity starts with the ball. I think you want to try and go on a 6-0 run, get this to 16, and let's just move on to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not been pretty. You're missing 2 starters. Dealt with some foul trouble. Just win. Down inside to Hernandez, and Hernandez slid that foot as he drove down the lane. It's going to head back the other way. A wise man once said, better to win ugly than it is to lose pretty.
Yep.
Chase Ballnock into the game. Langdon, Napier, Ballnock, Bratcher, and Jack Logston. In for Grayson. Off to that left wing. Deep one for Zach Bratcher, and it is short. It looked good, but it was well short off to that left side.
Yeah, he may have double clutched it a little bit. I don't know if he had a good handle on the ball going up right there.
Driving downhill is Hernandez. He tried to get to that left hand, blocked by the rim, saves it in bounds. Loose one, picked up on the floor by Roby. Inside pass deflected, bouncing around. I think it ends up hitting off the head of Zach Bratcher.
Yeah, either him or Chase, but definitely out on the Cougars.
Borman comes in. I don't think Chase has realized Borman's in. Oh, there he goes. He's going to make the switch. He says, no, I'm getting him.
Yeah.
Oh. 7:21 left in the fourth quarter of play. Bounce pass taken away by Jack Logston, and then he's fouled. They were going to give it up. Chase is about to throw it down there, Steven.
Yep. He and Jack exchanging a little bit of a laugh right there.
That's what Jack is probably saying. He says, I was about to throw one up to you, let you hoop it.
Yeah.
You know that student section would have lost their mind if Chase had done a windmill. Free throw line jumper by Jack Logston is good.
Yeah, that's a big bucket right there, Sam. Getting a good run, getting a set, and able to pull up and get a good jumper right there.
You're up 12. I still would like to get this to 16. Raiders still have confidence, and that's not what you want. Borman is trapped in the backcourt. He does split defenders and breaks the timeline. Bounce pass inside. Reverse layup is good by Barnett. Might have gotten away with a walk.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Bounce pass cut on by Napier. Shot, no good. He might have gotten hit on the arm. No whistle.
Yeah, probably at that time, Napier should have just kept going up right there instead of double clutching it.
Ball popping around. Ballnock comes down with it. An outlet to Jack Logston. Not a great pass. Ballnock gets it. Or rather, Logston runs it down. Logston spins, deflects. It's into the hands of Ballnock. Ballnock on the drive. The floater, too strong.
Nice move, just unable to finish.
And I like that he's getting these minutes here.
Yeah.
Because you never know when, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, you never know when, like today.
Somebody's sick.
Chase Ballnock goes diving after it, and they're going to call a foul on Ballnock. Travis Johnston unhappy with the call. For Chase, that is his.
And that's exactly, if you're the coaches, that's exactly what you want to see out of Chase.
That is
the
his
loose
second.
ball, you got to jump on it, and he did just that, and somebody got in his way. Hayden All coming back in the game, so hopefully his ankle's okay.
Seems like one of those that it might feel a little rough tomorrow, but
yeah,
he'll probably be okay. At least I hope.
Yep.
Bounce pass, Borman. Doing a lot more aggressive bounce pass. There's another steal for Jack Logston, a little frustration foul for Connor Hatfield. That's his second, team second. Grayson County up by 10, 5:52 left in the game. You're at home against Whitesville Trinity. Cougars looking to move to 4-1 in 12th district play and set up what could be an opportunity to get a number 1 seed, but you're going to have to win on Monday against Butler County. Langdon off the Ballnock in the far corner. Inside to Napier, flips it off to Langdon. Langdon on the drive, the floater, short. Rebounded by Whitesville Trinity. Langdon only 2 points in the second half. 3 all right side, good. 7-point game.
Yeah, I could see that coming, Sam. All was coming right up there, knew he was going to pull up and was able to knock it down.
Off to Ballinock. His pocket is picked by Borman. Fast break, blocked by Ballinock, but a foul is going to be whistled. 5:18 to go, and honestly, great foul by Chase.
Yeah, that really was. He fell, and it looked like it was a little bit hard, but Chase was doing exactly what you want him to do right there. If you're going to commit to do the foul, you can't let him score and get a free throw.
Borman 50% from the stripe on the season. He has 2 coming. And he gets the roll on the first one.
That's a long way up there for Borman.
It is. And now it's a 6-point game. Bratcher and Ballinock out. Haycraft and Robinson back in for Grayson. Second chance. No good. Jack Logston with a rebound for Grayson. Flips it off to Langdon, who then loses the ball. It's in the hands of Haycraft. Langdon's got it back, curls around. Langdon is hacked by Hatfield from behind. 2 shots coming for Spencer. Here's the biggest thing, too, Steven. They're called free throws for a reason.
Yeah.
Got to make them. Cougars 14th in the state, 4th in the region in free throw percentage this season.
You say 14th in the state?
That is right, 1-4.
Wow.
And first one, no good. Cougars not hitting them well today.
But surprisingly, one of your best shooters from the outside, Spencer Langdon, is not one of your better free throw shooters. That's odd to me.
Travis Johnson has talked about that too. He just thinks it's just focus.
Yeah, mental.
And he misses them both. I mean, you think back to that game last Friday, Steven. It's the difference in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You hit half of those, and you never know what happens. You
Yep.
lose by 9, you miss 9 free throws. Now, you're not expected to make them all. Inside. Down to the right block. Basket good by Whitesville Trinity. Travis Johnston is going to want a timeout. Whitesville Trinity has brought it to within 4. It is 46-42 with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
42, Grayson County has the lead against Whitesville Trinity, but the Raiders have gone on a little run here. And Steven, what's the message from Travis Johnston?
Probably starting out this timeout, ripping the guys a little bit, letting them know, saying, hey guys, we can't cruise and expect to get a win. They've cut this to a 4-point lead. You're going to have to get your head out of your tail and hit some shots right here. Missing free throws, things like that can't happen for the remainder of this game. You got to play with an intensity. You got to match their intensity because, Sam, over the last 3 or 4 minutes, they've outplayed us.
I think an argument can make they've outplayed them the entire game except for 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, obviously we have players that are more skilled than they are, but they're playing harder than we are.
Jack Logston into the backcourt to Gage Napier. 4:50 left in the game. Grayson County up by 4. Napier on the left side. Up top to Robinson. Off to Napier. Handoff past Haycraft. Guarded by Borman. Borman's played really good defense. Langdon on the left side into the corner to Logston. Logston ball fake inside to Robinson amongst the trees.
Good
Dumps
pass.
it off to Napier. Basket good. Great decision by Robinson. He's going to get an assist, and Cougars have 2 points.
Yeah, little things like that you do, like we talked about in the girls' game. You take a pretty good shot by Hayden right there, and you get a great shot by Gage on the other side just because he made one more pass.
Hernandez up top, bounce pass in. Robinson now deflects a pass taken away by Jack Logston, and then he is fouled. Cougars were out and running. That's probably one of those they almost didn't want the foul because that would have been 2 points on the other end. Foul called on Hernandez, his third, team's fourth.
Going to be 4, that's 4 fouls, so
Correct.
you're going to be shooting free throws the next time. Probably going to see a lot of Jack bringing the ball up whenever we get in that double bonus, being
As you
our
should.
best free throw shooter, yeah.
He hasn't been to the line today. which I'm going to have to look and see if he's had what his fewest free throw attempts this season. He's averaging about 7 a game. Jack passes out to Langdon on the left side to Landon. Back outside to Langdon. Langdon up top. He's bumped, and there's free throws coming. Connor Hatfield picks up his 4th, team's 5th. Spencer Langdon, who is 0 of 3 from the stripe today, has 2 more coming.
And unfortunately for the Cougars, if you're the Raiders, that's who you want to foul.
And honestly, this is where if you're like a Landon Haycraft or a Gage Napier, you just go up and you say, hey, you're good. And he makes the first one.
There you go.
So, it probably tell him, I've seen you make
thousands
of these. You've made thousands of these. You can do it.
Yep.
Make your dreams come true.
There you go.
Second one good. Jack's fewest free throws of the season is 2, which has happened multiple times. 1, sorry. And that came against Adair County. Shot is missed by the Raiders. Long rebound, out of bounds off of Langdon on that far side.
Probably a 50-50 ball that could have went either way, but the referee was right on top of it there, so you have to believe he had a good view.
50-42, Grayson County leads by 8. 3:39 left. They're going to throw it into the backcourt. And Borman's going to run it down right before it went out of bounds. Grayson County looking to win their 3rd straight game. Defeated McLean, or rather their 2nd straight game. They defeated McLean County on Tuesday. And a foul is called on the shot, and the basket is good. Actually, it's basket good and a foul underneath on the rebound. Haycraft, and that's 5 on Landon Haycraft. He will foul out with 6 points.
That's really tough right there, Sam, because they make a 3. They're on a little bit of a high right now, and they get the ball right back. So this is, I don't want to say danger zone, but the momentum is definitely is shifted. Well, I don't know that we've ever had the momentum tonight, Sam.
No. There was maybe about a minute sequence.
Yeah. In the second quarter.
Defender goes by, into the corner, all 3 deflected by Napier, out of bounds. Off of, maybe it wasn't deflected because it's going to go towards Grayson. 3:21 to go, 50-45, and this is where you got to look and you got to see someone who is going to step up and make a shot.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Who wants to put the team on their back?
You've got 2 starters out, a 3rd who's been out for a while, but still somebody who would play in this game. Somebody's got to step up. Jack Logston is fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Late whistle. Travis Johnson I think he was about to run onto the floor if that wouldn't have been called.
Yep.
It's the 4th foul on Will Hernandez. And Jack Logston will go to the line to shoot 2. Jack Logston this season, 87.2%. 4th in the state, 1st in the region. First one, good. And I hope, Stephen, for Grayson County to win today, that line that I just said, Jack Logston to the free throw line, is probably going to need to be said a lot.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Over the next 3 minutes left here in this game, I could foresee Jack getting a lot of opportunities here at the free throw line.
One more coming. It's a 6-point game, looking to make it 3 possessions, and Logston does just that. 52-45, 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Up top, All. Guarded by Napier. All gets around Napier. Layup good on that left side. Hayden All had a good second half of play. Langdon up the far side of the floor, weaving through. Kicks to Robinson, off to Logston. Ball fake for Logston. Back to Robinson. 3 near side. Got it!
Really big bucket right there, Sam.
Robinson's got 6. 8-point Grayson County lead. 55-47, 2.5 to go. That one, you can almost hear that dagger starting to sharpen a little bit.
Yep.
Dumping it off, but you don't want to do that and have a wide open layup.
Yeah.
Nathan West wants a full timeout. We'll take it with him. It is 55-49 with 2:24 to go. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way. We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
I just heard him.
Travis Johnston, an emphatic conversation with his team as it is a 6-point game with 2:24 to go. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith back here with you. Cougs up 6 on Whitesville Trinity, but Stephen, you mentioned it. Raiders, they're not going anywhere.
No. One of the things I heard Coach Johnson say in that timeout was layups. So,
Langdon loses the ball, and it's taken away. Loose one, rolling around is Borman. He ends up finding his teammate on the right side. Borman got it back. Barnett was there to help him clean up. Up top to All, swings it off to the left wing. Cougars lead by 6, 2 minutes to go, 55-49. All walks on the right side.
I think right now if you're the Cougars, you can't let him touch it. He's been their scoring here in the entire fourth quarter. I don't know how many he's got right now, but he's getting the ball in his hands every time.
15 in the second half, 18 for the game. Jack Logston drives at the rim, basket good, and there you go, Stephen. We talk about somebody needs to make a play.
Yep.
There you go. You're turning to your leading score, 57-49, 1:40 to go. All on that right side, guarded by Napier.
Pretty good defense right there.
A stop here is huge.
3 seconds.
3 seconds called on the inside on the Raiders.
That's one of those things, Sam. I believe you could probably call that every time, but it seems like the refs do it at the most inopportune times.
Jack Logston in the backcourt, guarded by Hernandez. Has to be careful. He has 4 fouls.
Hernandez played a good game.
He does, and Borman tries to pick the pocket, and Jack is going to go to the free throw line. Borman trying to plead his case to the official, Mike Berry. Like we mentioned
a couple of times ago, it's highly unlikely that you're going to get him to change his mind.
They're going to be like, you know what? You're right. I made that mistake. Jack to the line, first one good. How dare I? 15 for Jack. Make it 16. He's made those free throws, and you just got to keep getting the ball into 2-4's hands whenever Grayson County's got it.
Yep.
10-point game now. 1:13 left here in the ball game. Borman, downhill drive, an aggressive bounce pass to Barnett. Into the corner on the drive. Hernandez, the right-handed floater, too strong. Rebound through the hands of Martin. Logston's got it, spins, loses. Borman's got it back. Borman inside. Martin takes it away. Flings it inbounds, though, into the hands of Hatfield. Bounce pass left side to Barnett. Basket's no good, but he's fouled. What an effort by Kobe Martin. Foul called on Logston, his third.
Did exactly what you should do right there, is throw it as far away from the other team's basket as you can. Just unfortunate that the Raiders were right in front of it.
Barnett to the line, 1 of 2 today. Rattles in. This Cougar team just trying to survive.
Yep.
Missing 2 starters, both of them good. Into Jack Logston. Up the near side of the floor, behind the back dribble for Jack Logston. Now he's going to run it around. He's just going to say, hey, foul me.
Yep.
Jack running around, and there comes the foul, and that'll be 5 on Will Hernandez. He'll have an early shower with 10 points.
I saw him, he was walking over to his coach. His coach has probably told him everybody else to foul, but not him. And I looked at him, and I saw him mouth, I had to.
40.8. I don't know.
Well, right now, Sam, I like our chances with Jack Logston going to the free throw line.
To try and expand it back to 10. And he gets the first. That 70-point stretch will fall
I think right now if you're Gage Napier, you got to get it in your mind, I'm not going to let all touch it. And if he does touch it and he gives it up, he's not going to get it back.
Both of them good by Jack Logston. Grayson County leads by 10, 61-51, 40 seconds and counting. All has it on the left side. He pulls up a deep left wing three and he puts it in. Way deep, keeping the Raiders in it. Jack Logston is smacked across the face. And he's asking Mike Berry, he says, I was just hit in the face by Barnett.
I saw
now a little bit of talking happen. And this is where, if you're great, do what Jack does. Oh, and Jack's got to be careful. I don't know if you just saw, he got to be careful. They just did it again there. Officials aren't looking. He's hit Cade Borman with the you're too small, and he misses a free throw. But in all seriousness, might be where he missed the free throw.
Yeah,
he's too busy worrying about other things instead of focused on the task at hand.
Yep.
This would make it 8, and he puts it in. They give it into All. Martin will guard him. All dribbles it off of his foot, out of bounds. Grayson County. Okay, first he was going to point towards the Raiders. It is Grayson County ball. That's the right call. Mike Berry thought that there was a Grayson County player standing there. There was not. He went, picked it back up. Jack Logston on the double team. He is fouled by Howard, and he'll go back to the line. We mentioned Jack Logston hadn't attempted any free throws in the game. This will now be his 9th and 10th in this fourth quarter of play.
Yeah, and I think if you're Travis Johnson right now, there's nobody else you'd want to see on the line other than him.
First one, good. Cougars back in action tomorrow. Tough Breckinridge County team. I mean, this is a heck of a turnaround. Tough Breckinridge County team and a real tough Butler County team. And both of the free throws are good there by Jack. 64-54, 20 seconds left. No fouls, no threes. Borman spins around, three near side. In and out it rolls. Robinson with a rebound. He gets it away, loses, gains it back, and finally the foul comes. That one was bouncing around like crazy. 8.8 to go. What an effort by the Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. They have nothing to hang their heads about as they walk out of here today. Robinson will go to the line to shoot 2.
What you got to do right there if you're Hayden Robinson is just grab the ball and stand there because you know they're going to be fouling you.
And as they say, it's better to win ugly than it is to lose pretty. It was not pretty tonight, missing 2 starters for the orange and blue. They're going to find a way to win. And a lot of credit goes to the Raiders. Robinson second good. 66-54. Up the far side goes All. Off to the left wing now to Borman. He'll let the 3 fly. It's off the back of the iron, and that will do it. Grayson County defeats Whitesville Trinity by a final score of 66-54. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors this storm. Move the following counties their fortune sequence.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials.
Stephen, A1?
The thing that matters the most, Sam, is what the score is at the end of the game, and thankfully tonight, I think if going into the game, if we would have thought we would have only won by 12, all of us would have been surprised. But ultimately, that's why we came. Got to bounce back tomorrow and then be ready for Butler County Monday.
You missing 2 starters. Another one as well in Caden Hanshaw, who would have played today, and you won. And in all reality, that is all that matters when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I think probably what Coach Johnson would say is we can't use that as an excuse. But when you think about the 2 guys that are out with Taden Logston and Brody Armstrong, both of them are impact players for you. And you don't want to make excuses, but that's a big part of your lineup that's coming out right there.
We'll talk to Coach Johnston after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Move to the following counties therefore should seek.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County wins today by a final score of 66-54. We're joined now by Coach Johnston. Coach, Honestly, this conversation feels very similar to the one we had with Coach Mack in Whitesville last week, where it was ugly, but in all reality, you got the win, and that's really all that matters.
Yeah, and it's one of those, hey, we got the win, shoo, let's get out of it. It's not one of those. It's. I was more disappointed in the things that we did than mad, and I was pretty mad about it. I mean, we forgot how to play defense altogether. We gave up wide open layups. We lost the best shooter several times. We just did so many things that are uncharacteristic, and part of that is guys having to play different roles. Because your point guard Taden, he's sick, he's not playing, and if anybody ever, and they shouldn't, but if anybody ever wants to question Brody Armstrong's minutes, that's why. That's why. And I don't think anybody ever would, but that is why, because he would not have let that happen. And we got to get him back soon. Hopefully we get Taden back tomorrow. Obviously we're without Caden for the rest of the year, but like I said, I know other guys had to play different roles. Hayden had to play a little bit bigger tonight. Gage had to handle the ball a little bit more. But they've been able to do that, and I just we played scared and timid for most of the game, and I'm not really sure why.
2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 6-point game. They called timeout. I know you had a impassioned conversation. I don't know if it was a conversation. I think it was one way for what you were telling your team at that point. What was the message then? Because from that point on, yes, you hit your free throws, but it looked better.
But I asked them if we've forgotten how to guard, if we've forgotten how to play defense. And Brody obviously helps out with the big guys inside, and he helps out with rebounding and all that. But it's pretty clear that Taden is kind of our focal point of our man-to-man defense, because, nobody was talking out there. And we talked about that when we came out. That's why we played a little bit more man, was because he's able to get guys in those spots. There was 2 subs that came in there at the end late. Nobody communicated. We saw the kid that was standing down here on the opposite end hiding in the corner, and I told our assistant, don't tell them, let's see if they figure it out. And they didn't. Luckily, they didn't throw it. I don't even know if Trinity's guys seen him or not. But it took us a very long time to get back there, and that's just lack of concentration. And I know it's the night, homecoming. We had a couple guys in it. The girls did their thing. They came out and had a really good, convincing win. And we just thought we were going to stroll out there, and you can't do that against a Nathan West Trinity team.
They play really hard.
Yeah, they do.
Steven?
Yeah. That was one of the things I wanted to talk about. You look at their record, 1 and whatever they are. Those guys never give up.
No.
I really picked up on that last week. Even when the score was stretched out quite a bit more than it was tonight, they kept fighting, and I think I saw a little bit of us match their intensity defensively in the second quarter, and me and Sam were kind of like, okay, we're going to start pulling away right now. But then, like you were saying, kind of went back to some of those tendencies that we had, and just to quote you, they looked like they forgot how to play for a little while.
Yeah, and Nathan he's an excellent coach, and I don't know, I'm sure the community loves him down there too, and X's and O's, everything like that, none of that matter. He gets the absolute most out of every player that he has, and they play their butts off. And I thought our defense was okay the first quarter, held them to 9. I may be mistaken what it was the second quarter, but I think it was 10. It was 10.
So it's 19. Yep, 10.
And then they turn around and get 15, and then 20 in the fourth quarter, which that was us hoping the time would go away a little bit faster than what it was. Losing the best player on their team for 3 threes, but again, it's all concentration, and if you think this team plays hard and doesn't quit, just wait till tomorrow. Brett County is the same exact way, playing at home. We just have to make sure that we're amped up and locked in, because you come out the same way tomorrow, the way they've been playing. I think they've won 7 straight, and Rogers averaging like 22 in those 7 or whatever it is. We're going to have a long afternoon.
I know I've asked you this a couple of times throughout the years. I think the first time that I really came up was the 1920 season. That was Nolan, right?
Yes.
Nolan's season, regardless.
Yes. Yeah.
He missed a game, 2 weeks left in the season, something like that. He missed a game against Bullitt East.
Yeah.
Your guys had to figure out how to play. Now, I don't think you ever want to miss 2 starters, but can this be a good thing for that reason?
It could, not the way that.
Because I think it was that year.
Yeah, it was. It was that we played Bullitt East at home. Nolan went out.
And lost by 7, right?
Yeah, it was fairly close. Now, the score ended up being a little bit closer than what the game really was, but it was a 12, 15-point game regardless. We played really well. And we had a lot of young guys, and they stepped up. But like you said, we're missing. And I know Caden's been out for a while, but we had kind of hoped that we'd get him back. And now that we know that we're not going to, and then you have 2 starters that are out, and arguably, Spencer and Jack are obviously very good in their own way, but arguably our 2 most important starters, because Brody's a mismatch in every game that he plays against the other team. That probably wasn't the best thing to happen, but it is what it is, and our guys have to play regardless of if Taden's able to play tomorrow or whatever it is. Then our guys are just going to have to play better, and they know that, and they're capable of playing better. They just got to go out and perform, and maybe with the different roles, maybe I need to adjust what we do and how we do things with those guys being out. But we'll look at it, or I will tonight. I'm hoping none of my assistants have to watch this film, and I'll go back to it, because that wasn't us, and I really hate it. We had a heck of a student section, a great crowd, and if I was them, I probably would have left halfway through too, just from our energy and effort standpoint. But hopefully we can get it figured out by tomorrow.
2 more quick ones for you. First one is, you've had a 2-game winning streak twice this season, and then you couldn't turn that into 3. Is that just me overlooking that, or is there something to that? Because, you think back, similar, actually very similar to this, is you had the big win on Tuesday on the road, come back, take a district win, and then go on the road to Adair County. You think Ohio, Edmondson, Adair. Now, I know trip to Adair, trip to Breck is very different, but is that something, am I overlooking that, or is that something that concerns you a little bit?
A little, because it's a young team, and I think we kind of get on our high horse a little bit. We get 2 wins. We start to feel good about ourselves, and then we don't understand that we don't do the things that got us those 2 wins before. Like you talk about Ohio County, I could see it in their faces the whole time how locked in everybody was. Edmondson County too, and I think it's just one of those things where we got to get a little bit more mature as far as, hey, we won 2. It doesn't mean we're world beaters by any stretch, but we have to make sure we're focusing to be able to get that 3. And again, I think it's a little bit of immaturity on our part, a little bit of youth, but that also falls on me too. I got to make sure that they're ready to go.
Breck tomorrow, you touched on it a little bit. We won't get to talk to you before the game, since it's girls' game will be before it. How do you pick up a win?
We better rebound. Not having Brody, we better get in there and battle and rebound, or Carmen will have about 20. We're gonna have to stay in front of them. They're quick, and they're playing really good right now, and well. But I do think that we have seen some things where we can score on them. We're gonna have to be able to play defense, and that's gonna be the focus for the whole night.
You might want to go. I think the best shooter in Grayson County basketball history is down there talking, since he did.
Oh, country keeping charge.
Yeah, he has changed a little bit over these last couple of years. I think. That's head coach Travis Johnston. More comes up.
You looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Are you looking for the best building materials?
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA.
The Cougar Den, Grayson County wins 66-54 against Whitesville Trinity. See if we can't run down a score or two from around the region. Butler defeats Edmondson 97-68. Edmondson won the girls' game 43-40, I think was the final score.
Something like that.
A couple other ones to bring you as we do a scroll through here of anything that might come to mind. I know Owensboro Catholic won against Owensboro in boys basketball. And then Owensboro Catholic, I never did see a final, but it was a 40-point game at halftime against Owensboro, and I can't imagine when you're playing at the world famous, you know that, right? World famous Owensboro Sports Center. And I did see a certain account refer to it as the Mecca of the third region. And Stephen, I think we're sitting in the Mecca of the third region right now.
Well, it's nobody's home court.
Kentucky Wesleyan, right?
Kentucky Wesleyan, Brescia, but
the Owensboro Thoroughbreds. Brescia doesn't play there. They do have their own gym.
That's true.
The Owensboro Thoroughbreds. Can't forget about them.
Yeah, what is that? Semi-pro something? Yeah.
Something like that. I don't keep track of them. Cougars win. Lady Cougars win. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when hawk moth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Grayson County wins 66-54 against Whitesville Trinity. The scoring from this game for Whitesville Trinity, 21 for Hayden All, 12 for Harrison Barnett, 10 for Will Hernandez, 8 for Connor Hatfield, 3 for Cale Borman. For Grayson County, 21 for Jack Logston, 16 for Spencer Langdon, 8 for Kobe Martin, 8 for Hayden Robinson, 7 for Gage Napier, and 6 for Landon Haycraft. Stephen, I think this game here today, like we touched on it, we said it a couple times, Cougars won. In all reality, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Coach Johnson, he'll go home, watch the film, and have to relive it. But for all the rest of us, we remember the final score, and that's it. Obviously not the way that we wanted it to go as far as the way we played, but ultimately at the end, it is the way that we wanted it to go. Cougars were able to pick up a win, so hopefully they'll be able to put this one behind them. Got one in the win column. Wake up early in the morning and do it all over again.
Speaking of tomorrow, we'll have coverage of 2 games for you at Breckenridge County. If you're looking for something to do, come up. And it's not a far trip up to Harnett. It's a nice gym. Lady Cougars at 2 will face Nelson County. The boys will face Breckenridge County at 3:30. Both those games will be streaming via K105 Digital Productions. So YouTube, if you're watching with us, that's how you'll be able to see that. And it'll be radio coverage on Litchfield's country station 103.9 The Moose. So you can download the WMTL app, listen on 103.9 or 870 AM, and listen to the coverage that way. Stephen, it's been a pleasure as always.
Absolutely.
That'll wrap up our coverage today. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. Your camera operators were Abby Hallett and Eli Hufflepuff-Smith, and your director was Trey Cook. So tonight, where Grayson County sweeps the doubleheader against Whitesville Trinity. This is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.